Hi, I thought I'd sit on the front porch of our outside guest cabin and discuss the results of my doctor's appointment today. It's been about 3 months since I totally decided to start a experiment and change my medications and change my diet and see what happened to my blood work and my sugar levels and readings and things like that. So today was going over the blood work that we took 3 months after I started doing all the changes. In August of 2024, my blood work was done. I had a 7.4 A1C and my cholesterol was 93. I had everything else was pretty good. All he said was a little bit anemic, and other than that, everything was really good. He was happy. The doctor may have been happy with the numbers in August, and I was okay. He had started me on Monjauro, which is one of those GLP-1 shots that you do once a week. So that drug is also used to help people try to lose weight, and it's been successful with that. But it was originally developed, I think, for the use with diabetics. So my doctor thought he would give it a shot and let me try that for a little while. From what I understand, a lot of people can use drugs like Monjauro and Ozempic and have minimal side effects and get the results they want with their weight loss or diabetes. What was happening to me is I got something that they have called Ozempic face, and it really scared me. And I was also losing too much weight. I was losing muscle. I was losing I don't know, I just looked horrible. And people were commenting and saying I looked horrible. So I just stopped taking it. I am going to splice here just a quick picture of what I looked like when I was on Monjauro and it had affected me negatively. So during the time he had me on that drug, I also started using the carnivore diet. My sugar levels were all over the place. They were improving. I was getting nights where I would wake up and my levels would be way too low. Now I say my levels were improving, but I couldn't really control them. They were high at sometimes, they were low at other times. And then I was trying to keep a logbook. I was trying to keep track of the days I would cheat where I still couldn't quite get off the diet sodas or things like that. To jump forward to the blood work that I just had done, my A1C jumped up to 8.4 and my cholesterol jumped up to something like 243 or something like that. But I went in today and the doctor was all ready to say, okay, what are we going to do with your meds to fix this? And I said, can you let me tell you what I'm doing first? And he said, sure. So I told him all about how I took myself off atorvastatin. I took myself off Monjauro, and I have been trying to modify my diet and get my sugar levels under control with diet and nutrition and not medication. I told him how I have been just relying on the medication for the past 20 years, and I finally decided I needed to take control of it myself. I was tired of just, getting by with the medication, which wasn't really doing everything it was supposed to do. And I was up to 44 units of insulin. Well, now I'm just taking 32 units of insulin. And like I said, I stopped the Monjauro and I stopped the atorvastatin. I feel amazing. And it's still not 100% where I want it to be, but it's really getting better. So just a little disclaimer here. I am not a doctor, and I do not recommend that you just jump into an experiment like this and stop taking any of your medication. Please check with your doctor and maybe suggest an experiment like this and have him monitor you on it. And that might be the better way to do it. I definitely don't want you to just do it because I did it. I am not an expert, and I don't think anybody should necessarily just mess with your own medications without the doctor overseeing the process. My doctor was not unhappy about me trying this, and he thought it was a good idea that maybe I stop depending on the medication and take it under my own control. And he even made a suggestion that I split my insulin, and instead of giving myself the 32 units at night, maybe I split that and give myself 16 in the morning and 16 in the evening and see if that makes any difference. And I'm still taking 1,000 milligrams of metformin in the morning and in the evening, and he would like me to stay on that for now, although he knows that that has gotten some bad press and I probably want to get off of that if I ever can. But for now, I'm going to keep trying to modify and be good on my diet. I am carnivore with vegetables and dairy kind of at this point, and that's fine. I don't eat processed foods. I've cleaned out my cupboards. I don't use seed oils. I really try to watch what I do. I don't eat any pastas, breads, grains of any kind, potatoes, and I'm fine with that. I don't crave any of it. But sometimes in social situations, that seems to be the hard part. The food is right there, and it's hard not to partake in food that I know I love. But like the doctor did tell me, it's okay to do that every once in a while. It's not going to spike my sugar that bad if I already have it under control. But I should just try that and then take my levels and see where that goes. So basically what I'm doing is sharing this with you and letting you know that if you are diabetic and you've been relying on medication for however many years you've been diagnosed, maybe try an experiment, try this. It's difficult, but I really feel better. I am not as groggy, not as foggy. I have more energy. I have more motivation. I sleep better. I don't seem to have as much neuropathy type stuff going on with my legs and feet, but I don't know if that's a real thing or just my imagination, just because I feel better and I'm exercising more. So maybe it's all working together in one big way to make everything a little better. This really is an update from a video I did earlier about how I was doing the carnivore diet to see what it did for my A1C. I can't say that this is the final blood work number. My A1C did go up a little bit, but that's also because my last number, I was taking the Monjauro, and that had figured into my average glucose levels for my A1C. Also sorry if this video is kind of disjointed, but I live on a busy street and every time a car is coming by, I pause. So this is edited together, and I was hoping to really just do a single video. I'm trying to not have to edit so much. But because I wanted to sit here and it's so beautiful out finally, I mean, it's a little cloudy and gloomy a little bit. It was raining all morning, but out here the birds are out and it's just beautiful. I wanted to get outside. And since I just went to the doctor today, I wanted to update you on that. I don't think I forgot much information. It's just that he said it's a great experiment to do, and I'm just kind of sorry I didn't try it 20 years ago when I was diagnosed, that I didn't jump on the bandwagon and just try to fix it with my diet. But I was in denial, kind of like, oh, just take the medication and it'll all be fine. Well, now I hit 60 and I said I needed to take control of this. So give it a shot and don't depend on medication. Take it into your own hands. That's my lesson for right now. And I'll give another update in 3 months. Actually, I think I'm having my next blood work. He said to go ahead and wait till my physical, which is in August. So what is that? It's April. I guess that's 4 months. So that's a good length of time. I need to get really serious and really see what I can do. So I hope you follow me on this adventure, and I hope it goes the way I hope it will, because I really want to depend on medication less.